There is a logic that ads can harm health. Public health advocates say that food ads should be tightly regulated, and they say that food companies use them to entreat us to indulge in fattening products, and they link our obesity up to unhealthy foods we see on TV. Children from ages 2 to 7 watch about 12 ads a day and about 29 hours of ads a year. Ages 8 to 12 watch the most amount on TV, seeing 21 ads a day and about 7,600 a year, leading to a whopping 50 hours of ads they watch. 13 to 17-year-olds watch 17 ads a day and about 40 hours of ads per year. Companies attract children at an early age, which makes them permanent customers by fixing their taste preferences. It is incredibly difficult to alter when they're young at age. Food companies spend $11 billion on television ads. 80% of that is spent on their unhealthiest offerings, which is sugary soda, fast food, candy, and other snacks that are unhealthy. These food ads push foods that contribute to obesity, only worsening a public health crisis that disproportionately affects communities of color. Kids of lower socioeconomic status are more likely to live in food deserts, where healthy foods are largely inaccessible and there are more fast food restaurants than actual restaurants.
The following are shocking obesity facts. Obesity is linked to more than 60 chronic diseases. Americans on average eat about 3,700 calories per day, which is twice the recommended amount. Obesity is associated with job absence, costing about $4.3 billion annually and costs about $506 per obese worker per year. Obesity affects 1 in 6 children in the United States. More than 1/3 of adults in the United States are obese. Obesity causes more deaths than being underweight. The South has the highest obesity rates. Americans are eating more calories than ever before. Older women are more likely to be obese than older men. As your waist size increases, your risk for diabetes increases. Ironically, the sheer amount of obesity in America can be contrasted to the malnutrition and starving that occurs in third world countries. Specific areas such as Africa and Yemen have a severe lack of food, while America, on the other hand, has a large surplus. An example of the lesser informed population, such as children, would be this interview.
Okay. How do advertisements stimulate our hunger responses?
I don't know a whole lot about it other than I know that they put specific things in the advertisements to make us maybe feel like we're hungry even though we're not truly hungry.
Okay.
Advertisers stimulate our hunger senses by using specific colors and by rigging their advertisements. There are countless examples of commercials using fake props such as motor oil on pancakes because the motor oil does not soak into the pancakes, and by using Elmer's glue in milk for cereal because the milk looks whiter and more edible.
One major way advertisers stimulate our hunger is by using specific colors that hold subliminal meanings. Here's an interview to help explain.
How do advertisements simulate our hunger responses?
Well, advertisements use a lot of different things to get us or encourage us to buy their product. So you said colors?
Yes.
Okay, so anything that's going to be a bright, vivid color is going to encourage our autonomic nervous systems to kind of want to kick on. If we see advertisements use priming a lot, so if they use colors that are like lettuce and tomatoes, so bright orange or bright reds and bright yellows, these sorts of things really kind of encourage us to want to pay attention to it and then entice us to feel that sense of hunger. All right. Okay.
Red is the color most used by fast food chains, followed closely by yellow and orange. Yellow and orange are the colors that make people feel hungry. The color red is associated with emotion and passion, so when one sees red combined with yellow and orange, they become passionately hungry. Our brain naturally associates colors with certain moods and feelings. A product's color can convince us that it tastes fresher than the same product with a different color. It can even make medication and placebos feel more effective. Advertisers use this to their advantage by incorporating bright colors in their logos as well as their advertisements.
Children watch on average about 3 hours of videos or TV per day, which translates to about 16 minutes of advertisements every hour, which along with them being naive and young, leads to them being more susceptible to advertisements for unhealthy foods, and leads to them having a worse diet, and they also become more obese due to this.
Here is another interview to help explain the intended demographic of these advertisements. What demographic is most susceptible to food advertisements?
I would say low income, low education demographic would probably be most susceptible because they're least likely to understand the effects of the advertisement on their natural psychological state.
As stated in the interview, the majority of people susceptible to these fast food advertisements are low-income families. This is true because fast food is relatively cheap and requires almost no work. Low-income families could also be less informed about the side effects of too much fast food, which can result in a larger consumption. Here are a couple examples of how advertisers rig their advertisements. Now William is going to replicate the process an advertiser would take in making pancakes.
advertisements stimulate our hunger responses?
I don't know a whole lot about this other than. Can we start over?